Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop.
What do you think about the war?
I've got enough to worry about, taking care of my family. I don't concern myself with such matters.
Make yourself at home.
How do I get to Whiterun from here?
Any truth to these stories I've been hearing?
Cross the river and then head north. You'll see Whiterun on its hill as you pass the falls.
Okay, so what can you tell me about the Jarl?
Jarl Balgruf? I don't mean to be disrespectful as he's ruled Whiterun whole well for years, but he seems in over his head now. He's been trying to stay out of the war, but it can't last. He's going to have to pick a side. I'm afraid he's going to make the wrong choice.
Why, is he loyal to the Empire?
I wouldn't say that. But he and Ulfric have been at odds for years, and I'm afraid Balgruf will end up siding with the Empire because of it. But it's hard to believe that even Balgruf would choose Elisif over Ulfric.
So you support the Stormcloaks, then?
Of course, Ulfric's cause is just. It's time for Skyrim to rid itself of the Empire. The Empire may have been good for Skyrim once upon a time, but those days are long past. Banning the worship of Talos was the last straw. Thalmor everywhere, dragging people off for honoring our own gods. I'm glad Ralof is helping drive them out of here. If I was a bit younger, I might have joined the fight myself.
Okay, so what can you tell me about Riverwood?
It's my mill. Some folks thinks it's my town too, but it ain't. The Jarl in Whiterun owns the land and the town. I just pay the taxes.
Is there somewhere I can buy fresh supplies?
And by supplies, I suppose you mean weapons and armor? Alvor can help you out. He's our blacksmith. Good day.
Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop.
So wood chopping is an easy but tedious way to make gold. So
Got business here in Riverwood, eh?
around a little bit. We're gonna make some vegetable stew. It's fairly useful and allows for power attacks even if you're out of stamina. Make it using tomatoes, leeks, potatoes, and cabbage.
Glad you're here. It's good to see you again.
So how do I get to Whiterun from here?
Just head north. Can't miss it. It's the capital of Whiterun Hold. Jarl Balgruf still hasn't declared for one side or the other. So at least you won't run into any Imperials along the way.
How do I join the Stormcloaks?
Ulfric's capital is Windhelm, northeast of here. You'll want to talk to Galmar Stonefist, Ulfric's right-hand man. He handles the new recruits. I'll be sure to put in a good word if I get to Windhelm ahead of you. I'm going to rest up here a while before heading to Windhelm. Be careful.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab some more ingredients here, and then we're gonna pad our inventory a little.
Hello?
Let's see. There's mostly useless items in here, but let's grab the butter. Yeah. And troll fat and a salt pile. And let's check the chest over here. Looks like there's some common clothes. Anything that's too valuable is marked as steel, so we'll avoid that for right now.
Did you really see a dragon?
Sure did. Some more salt pile. A few more septums. roll of paper. Useful later on. A couple of cowhide, some leather strips, we'll take that. And some more septums. And then there's a soul gem for use in enchanting. Saberhide pelt steel, so let's avoid that. Look at that. There's a common hood. Pick up the coin purse and let's see. Nothing useful there. Okay. And let's see, what time is it? End game. It's probably late, so let's get some sleep until the shop's open.
Got business here in Riverwood, eh? There are worse villages. Hello, friend.
Okay, rail off. Okay. Let's head down this way, and there is one of the carriages from the Touring Carriages mod.
Need a
You
ride?
get a few less choices,
Where
but
do you
they'll
want to
take
go?
you wherever you want to go, and you get to see the countryside and discover stuff as you go.
That's fine.
So, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's go see Alvor, the smith, and get rid of some of this extra armor that we're carrying around from Helgen. He'll also teach us how to use the forge. And there's Faendal.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood. Whatever you need. My smear, if it's simple and strong, I can forge it.
Need any help around the forge?
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead.
Okay. Can I use your forge?
I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new. Good day.
So immersive armor and weapons adds lots of new things to the crafting system. So we'll make an iron dagger.
Reminds me when I first started smithing. You looking for a new blade?
Here's an iron dagger.
Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there. All right then.
Here you sharpen your weapons to make them more effective, deal more damage. Grindstones are scattered all across the game.
Iron or steel is what you need. Leave that fancy elven stuff to the elves.
Yep.
This
I've sharpened the
looks
iron
good.
dagger.
You put time into your blades. They'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. Aye.
So Bandolier adds lots of items to the skinning rack, specifically things that up your carry weight. So let's make as much leather as we can and some leather strips. And finally, let's make a big leather backpack. This will increase our carry weight by 100.
Whatever you need. My smear, if it's simple and strong, I can forge it.
Here's that leather you wanted.
Ah, good. A lot of weapons are made together for straps, fittings, that kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. All right.
Again, let's go craft this.
You looking for a new blade?
Here's a hide helmet.
I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. Until next time.
And this gives it a higher armor rating. We'll be doing this with the rest of our armor later.
Iron or steel is what you need.
I
Leave
tempered
that
the hide
fancy
helmet.
elven stuff to the elves. You have talent. Keep working at your craft, and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you'll remember me when you're making Skyforged steel, huh?
So what do you have for sale?
Finest weapons and armor.
Let's sell off some of the stuff that we got from Helgen, like I said before. Want our carried gear to weigh as little as possible. This will start us off with a decent amount of gold. Increase our speechcraft too.
Gerder's family first settled here as woodcutters a few generations ago. She and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening axes and fixing the sawmill. All right then.
Alright. Let's head to the Sleeping Giant Inn to see if we can get a bunch of rumors and learn how to use alchemy. Aha. And here's the flyer for the Legacy of the Dragonborn mod.
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch. Did you hear me?
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
You're that visitor, Ben.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Heard any rumors lately?
There have been whispers. A boy up in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino, been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood.
Anything else?
Lucan at the Riverwood Trader had his store broken into the other night. Oddly enough, barely anything's been stolen. Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
Is that it?
Nobody trusts those mages way up north in their college. Gods only know what they do up there.
And?
Word is, Ulfric's Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials. War's only gonna get worse now.
So, can I use the alchemy lab?
Long as you clean up. You know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens. A little wheat and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know.
Here's the end
We
of the
have
video
plenty
coming
of
up.
ingredients for sale, too.
So what do you have for sale?
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.